the first time my music was played on radio was here. BB Mason's Night Train. That was way back, 98, 99. After 2000 elections, I was always here with Nicky Osebekon and everybody.
Okay.
People say it's like these days you are all everywhere. I said because there is social media everywhere. Yes, everybody has a media house on their own phone. So it's easy to be everywhere. If you deserve the attention, you will get it.
You campaigned for President Akufo-Addo when he was candidate. You believed that he could lead Ghana and make Ghana a better place. He's been in power for a year and some 8 months or so now. How do you assess the government of the NPP?
Believed is past tense. Believed.
Okay.
That's
You
past.
believe?
I believe.
Okay.
Since God created Adam and Eve and his garden, we asked God, what happened? He said it was the serpent, Satan, that lied to Eve. So even around God, there were people, there was some kind of blame game. Then you ask Adam, why did you eat from the fruit that you were asked not to? Because the woman lied to me. Adam, the people around Adam. Eve, why did you eat the fruit? The serpent lied to me. The people, those around Eve. Kwame Nkrumah, what happened? Oh, Kwame Nkrumah was a good leader, but Kwame and these people. Jerry Rawlings, oh, he was good, but the people around him. It comes all the way to Professor Mills and to Nana Akufo-Addo. What we need is a leader who can fire and prosecute people. I am not like you. In 8 years, I don't remember you seeing anything wrong with the NDC. I don't remember. I stand to be corrected.
I will correct you.
Yes.
For that matter.
And not just you. There's so many people who didn't see anything wrong. We didn't campaign to come to power and see good and bad based on where we belong. Okay. And I don't think anybody must do that. We are telling the president this Ameri deal is bad and the minister has been fired. I still believe that the president is capable of changing this country if he continues like this.
So you have been satisfied with all that we have witnessed within the 1 year and 8 months?
God regretted creating this world. If you read the Bible, even God was not satisfied. You can't be satisfied with everything. So we will continue criticizing what is bad.
What have you not been satisfied with, apart from the American you just raised concerns about? What have you not been satisfied with?
I've had some few issues.
You know that not everybody would have followed those issues,
yes,
especially on social media and the
yes,
rest. What have you been dissatisfied with?
I think that there are some people that the president needs to. There are some sectors that the president has to take a look at.
Okay.
Fortunately, when we talk, the president listens.
Okay.
For instance, they're going to bring this TV license thing that most of us were against. There was this toll levy thing that most of us were against, that you can't do that. You can't arrest people for watching GBC. The focus was GBC. You can't create courts and arrest people for watching GBC. You create courts and arrest people for throwing rubbish anyhow. That is more important than creating courts to arrest people because they watch GTV. There's nothing there. It's just a waste of taxpayers' money.
That's what you believe of GTV?
Of course. So you can't arrest people for watching GTV. And people say that you have to pay. Oh, in Ghana, people don't like to pay taxes. If you pay TV license in London, you are getting some very good content.
Is content not relative? What is important to you? What is exciting to you? What is thrilling to you?
Activate your phone lines. Activate your phone lines and ask how many people like GTV.
You're talking about my phone lines. You're talking about a certain category of people who would call in. But there is also a certain category of people who may listen, yes, and who may watch and be satisfied.
Yes, they may watch and be satisfied. But from where you sit and the audience that you have, it is very, very important that you tell GTV that, look, you guys have everything. You have all the degree holders. all the PhD, masters, whoever. You have all the resources. Don't allow UTV to have more viewership than you. Don't allow Joy News to be better than you in any way, because you have everything, including government support. You have to tell them. Don't let us call a spade a big spoon. Let's look. We need to change everything about this country, and it is very important that we go straight to the point. Don't let us circumlocate. Don't let us beat about the bush. Let's go straight. GDC is a waste.
So far, I've asked about things you have been dissatisfied with. You've mentioned two things that you have been satisfied with, which has to do with the GTV. It was proposed, it was withdrawn. The toll levy, it came up, it was withdrawn. That suggests you were satisfied. What have you not been dissatisfied?
If I'm dissatisfied with something, and we come out and talk about it,
yes,
and the president acts or the government acts on it, I become satisfied.
Yes. So you are satisfied now?
I have an issue with Kelny GVG. I have a serious issue with it.
What's your issue with the Kelny GVG?
My issue with Kelny GVG is that it's not transparent. It is our tax money. Somebody is threatening to take me to court and ask the court to place an injunction on me as a citizen who employs the politician, and ask the court to prevent me from making further statements about something that you're doing with my tax money. I'm not satisfied. And you see, the kind of person that I am, until I am satisfied, I don't stop. Look, if you have time, you have issues with me, because I won't stop. Look, I started this. Okonfo did one song, Metuaso, he did another one, he stopped. Since 1998, I've been doing political songs. I just don't stop. So I'm not satisfied with Kelny GVG. I'm very happy about the Ghana card. I can't wait to get my Ghana card. I want to get one and show it to everybody, because a country without national identification is a failed state.
Is it just a matter of just talking, or it's a matter of acting? If you are dissatisfied with the Kelny GVG,
yes,
that presupposes that His Excellency the President is also, satisfied. That is how come the deal is there. Do you understand me? That is why the deal is there.
Yes.
What steps has A+ taken, as much as you are dissatisfied with the Kelny GVG?
In most cases, and I'm going to punch you on this one.
Go ahead.
You were not part of it. But there were so many people here. This is my station. Mr. Bafubone is my godfather.
Go ahead.
In 2008, when you guys felt that you were, when NDC felt like they were winning the election, and they felt that the MPP wanted to rape, on Radio Gold, you called for people to carry stone, stick, gun, and go to the Electoral Commission. I heard it. That is why you were asking me what steps. Being vocal is also part of democracy. You don't expect me to go and carry a gun and go to communication ministry and go and do what? I am on social media every day. People have taken me to court. People in my own party have taken me to court to sue me because I disagree with them. I am making the issues very clear. I don't understand why a contract that is supposed to begin in 2018, we started paying in 2017. I just want answers. You don't expect me to organize people to even block traffic, prevent people from coming to work, and that means I am doing something.
The court is an option.
People have gone to court. People have gone to court. First, we wanted a contract. I wanted to go to court and ask for a contract. Somebody went to court. The judge said, give us the contract in 6 days. So you want me to go again and say, I've also come to court. I'm also coming to ask. No. People have taken the lead. Let's just follow. It's not about making a name for yourself. It's about ensuring that we are protecting the public purse, like the president said.
You raised issues about people around His Excellency the President, not just any ordinary people, the deputy chiefs, chief of staff. And you raised issues about some corruption allegations that you made, for which later on you apologized for the medium that you used. Do you still stand by those allegations you made against the two?
I've always stood by whatever I've said. I don't care who wants to go to court and those things. Look, I don't care. I've always stood by it. What I've said is that I could use a better medium at that time. if you realize, I was emotional because of certain things that I had seen. However, I stand by it.
What did you see?
What I saw was that when Dr. Nya was appointed CEO of Kolebu, you know, I've worked with Dr. Nya for a very long time. When he was appointed CEO of Kolebu, I went there with him.
Okay.
And then I saw people dying every day. The CEO's office is here. Adjacent the CEO's office is the emergency ward, or however they call it. When you go to Kolebu, when you spend time working in Kolebu, you may be depressed, you may be angry, you may be emotional.
I witnessed that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so anybody who took any step or any action that was going to go against what management wanted to do in Kolebu to save lives was my enemy. Because people were dying in Kolebu of air. They were dying of everything, including air, that God has given us for free. So if anybody is taking some steps and people want to use their power to say, you can't take these steps, when I know the situation on the ground.
What were the steps people were using power to block?
It's what you people left. It's the
What
same.
do you mean by
It's the
you
same.
people? What do you mean when you say you people?
Okay, let me rephrase that. It's what the NDC left. It's the same NDC MPP thing. Master say, when you have a management taking a decision and somebody calls and say you can't do it because
what was being blocked? That's what I want to establish.
Oh, of course, the Unibank. This is public notice.
Yes, but
the Unibank, the management wanting to change Unibank, and then somebody come in and say you can't do it, and I'm saying that this change is what is going to save lives. And so it makes me angry that somebody thinks that you cannot do this because I am so and so person. I'm saying no, you are not here. People are dying every day. Management wants to do this, and they must be allowed to do it.
Were you expectant of His Excellency the President acting in this manner or in this matter? Because you raised allegations.
He did.
You raised concerns about it.
He acted. The President acted. The President asked us to go to the CID. We did. An investigation was carried out. The CID came out with their report. I disagree totally with the report that they came out with. However, I accept it.
It's 30 minutes after 9 here on your power station, Radio Gold 90.5 FM. And if you just join us, I'm here with Kwame A+. We're talking about matters of national interest. You made the point that needs correction, and because I was not here, I needed to check that it's corrected. You made a point about Radio Gold calling people
writing things for you.
Yes, I have to. When I was not here, and you made the emphatic point that at that time I was not here, so I could not have had knowledge about it. But we have cross-checked those who were here, have confirmed
I will give you names of people who are on the show.
The statement you made to the effect that Radio Gold called for people to come with stones and sticks and blah 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 is not the truth.
How? Why is it not the truth?
Because evidence, witnesses, people who are here tell me that did not happen.
Okay, no. I'm today I'm playing away, so whatever the referee says is fine.
No, it's not a matter of. It's not a matter of what.
No.
It's about
listen. What I'm saying to you is that I listen to Retsuma on Radio Gold.
Okay.
Do you want to waste time on that?
No, but the records has to be.
So it is yours against mine.
Okay. Well, for the record.
Let's leave it. No. For your record.
Yes, for the record, that was not said on Gold. 29 minutes to the top of
your record.
For the record, there's the two of us having a conversation here. So
yes.
For the record,
keep your record. Let me keep mine.
That's Peter Barber's brother. Let's move on. Let's move on. There have been many allegations that have been made. The Bost matter. There have been allegations of the $2.25 billion matter. There have been allegations within the fisheries sector, and so many of them. How do you feel about how the president has addressed these issues? Or the government?
Allegations. Since when? Since when did you know allegations?
Go ahead.
Wait. Since when did you know allegations? You see, what I'm trying to create in this country is truth being truth and lies being lies. I will give His Excellency the President conditions before I vote for him in 2020. My vote is not on autopilot. Cut it. You understand? Now, Radio Gold is talking about the allegations of this and of that. I confirmed flew to Burkina Faso in this country. So, my brother, one day.
And Radio Gold did not highlight that?
Master,
Radio Gold did not tackle that
Master,
story?
I confirmed flew from. Listen. I confirmed flew from here to Burkina Faso in this country, Ghana, that we live.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Today, we are talking about all the allegations. Let's change this country. Me, when I was campaigning for Akufo-Addo, His Excellency the President, everybody thought that, oh, when they come to power, that's it. No, it's about this country. And let's ensure that one day NDC will come to power in Ghana, whether you like it or not. NDC will be in power. When NDC comes to power, you have to use this same medium to help this country. What is right is right. What is wrong is wrong. It is about you. It's about your future. It's about the future of your children and your children's children. There are so many allegations. Look, I wrote on Facebook that, Your Excellency, people are traveling from this country to Asia or to Europe, spending over 100,000 Ghana cedis on one ticket. And then other people came and insulted me. And you like talking. He talks too much. But the president banned people from traveling. So I know the allegations we're talking about. That things are happening. What we need is a leader like the president who will come and say, I've banned everybody from traveling. He's doing his best. He has not done all. I will not come and sit here and say the government is only 1 year, 7 months. When on the 27th of May 2009, 4 months into President Mills' government, Nanado's gave a speech, if it's broken, fix it. Don't complain. Then I come and sit here and say, oh, he has just come. When somebody was in power, 4 months, you could deliver a speech. If it's broken, fix it. And I was clapping, I was so happy. Then today, I come and sit here and say, oh, it's just 1 year, 7 months. I'm a dishonest person, and I don't do that. And His Excellency the President, because he doesn't lie, and he knows what he says, when he came to power, he went to Parliament. The first thing he said was that, I'm not here to complain. I'm even in a hurry, because he was accusing somebody. Unfortunately, you will have people around him who will say, oh, let's say you're buying chair. But when the president gave that speech, Professor Mills was only 4 months. Everybody must be honest. It is the only thing that will move this country forward. You understand what I'm saying? Me, I want to see a Ghana where change means change. Where change means that the president will wake up from the Flagstaff House and break that jinx of people coming to power and intimidating political opponents and go and inaugurate Jata Cement for Ibrahim Mahama. That is change from the days of Kwame Nkrumah. People have been victimized. This one is in this party, this one is here, and then businessmen have been suffering. So
do you think that is pertaining in this administration?
Yes,
businessmen are being victimized?
It has happened in every government.
No, I'm asking, this administration.
Master, I said it has happened in every government.
Kwame, the point I'm trying to make is this. We set standards for ourselves as a people. We have expectations of people to do better
in this government, there's one person who is being perceived NDC. That's Zoom Lion. Perceived, that's the word. When the president took power, he went to Zoom Lion's plant to inaugurate it. Before, how do you call it? Before then, who thought that the president would go to Zoom Lion's plant? But the president went and did. I'm not saying he's NDC, I'm saying he's perceived to be.
Okay.
And this is reconciliation. We are looking for positive change.
So there's no victimization of businesses under this administration. There
are some people who are complaining. Me, for instance, you know how I am. I picked my phone. I called Mr. Ibrahim Mahama. I said, hey, if you where you go collapse UT Bank, and then he laughed. And then we spoke about it. You understand?
What did he tell you?
He had a facility to build a cement factory that will employ so many people. Ibrahim Mahama, as a Ghanaian, employs many people than Barclays Bank. He employs he employs many Ghanaians than most of these companies. Yes, most of them. In the mines alone, he employs over 5,000 people. The attachment will employ over 3,000 people. But what I'm saying is that when NDC is in power, what do the businessmen there do to ensure that tomorrow, when MPP comes to power, this primitive style of victimizing people because now it's my turn, revenge, how do we end that and move this country forward? Let me tell you something very interesting. Dangote was a special guest at our inauguration, true or false? Mm-hmm. Do you know how much he owes in his country? We hate ourselves. We hate ourselves. And it hurts me. I don't care whether you're NDC or MPP. My best friends in life are NDC. My best friend, Ferguson, Eduji, all of them. My best friends are NDC. I don't care. It is about making sure that this country is a better place for us.
You spoke about, Kwame, you spoke about some preconditions you would give His Excellency the President if he would want you to vote for him in 2020. What are these preconditions?
I don't understand why people, the police, the military, doctors, teachers, retire once in 35 years, and there are a group of people in this country who retire every 4 years, take huge ex-gratia, and start the next morning. You retire once in 35 years. And this country belongs to us. I don't understand why it's like that. I don't understand why there are a group of people in this country who say that they're going to give us better education, but their kids don't go to those schools. I don't understand why there are people in this country who say, oh, politicians, we are going to give you better health care, but when they are sick, they seek medical health care abroad. It means that they know that what they are doing is a mess.
You are referencing politicians.
Yes. And so I'm expecting that I tell His Excellency the President that, Your Excellency, what change means is to show clearly that your government, and you people, you don't know Akufo-Addo. Look, it has been the same story. The people around the man, the people around Mahama. You know that your Mahama is my very good friend.
Oh, really?
Yes. But I told Uncle Alfred, his brother, that I won't vote for NDC. You don't have to hide it. You are my friend, I won't vote for you. John Mahama is a good man. If he established a church, I will go. But the way he was running the country, I was not happy about it. So I won't vote for you. It doesn't mean that if you are playing football and you are not playing well and you are substituted, it means you won't play football again. You can come tomorrow and be the man of the match. So at that point, I didn't like his style of government. I think that he has learned. I think he's the best to lead the NDC again. If he comes and he comes with something better, we will consider him. It's about Ghana. You understand? You don't know Nanado. Nanado listens to people.
Okay.
Nanado is a very good man. Nanado is somebody that everybody who wants to run this country in future, anybody who has political ambitions must support, because if Nanado fails, you have too much work to do.
You have raised issues about health. You have raised issues about education. You have raised several issues. Now, let's stay on the issues about health. And you speak about how Nanado is a good man and how he would want to help anybody who wants to help this country. We're here when it took some campaign, when it took some form of picketing to get medical facilities left behind by the previous administration to be open for use. For, I think, for instance, the Legon Hospital, which is, I think, last month or so, or maybe this month, that it was open. Were you happy that?
I personally don't like the health minister. Is he still head minister, Kwame or something?
You don't like the health minister?
Not him as a person,
okay.
But I don't like him as a minister.
You don't like him as a minister?
No, I don't.
Why?
I think one, he's a liar.
He's a liar?
Yes. He was seen on Joy News telling everybody that they have to buy plants before they can open the hospital. And there were two huge plants sitting there. One, he's a liar. You understand? Mm-hmm. If I meet him one-on-one like this, I can tell that you lied, and then that's it for me and you. It's done. I don't like him. He's one of the people that I want Nanado to sack. So if you have that hospital that was not open, there
are several others as well.
Yes. So Me, I agree to what you're saying, 100%. I personally don't like the health minister. No. I think he failed.
How about the agric minister? Because
another zero.
We should forget about the agric
yes,
minister.
the agric minister. Yes, he's one of the people I want Nanado to sack.
But the president reshuffled, and these people are still in office.
The president, we voted for him. He makes the decisions. We will only suggest.
But were you satisfied with this reshuffle?
If you transfer a drunkard, you only change his drinking spots.
So you were dissatisfied?
What happened? There are some people that I expected the president to sack.
Kwame, what do you make of the number of ministers that His Excellency the President is working with? 110.
Too many.
Too many?
Yes.
Were you expecting it to have come down during the recent...
I don't understand why we have an aviation ministry, transport, what else? Mention those three. Aviation, transport, roads, what else? Railways. And all of them have deputies. Master. But at the end of the day, the president has been given a mandate for which he will account for. So, after in 2020, we would see whether what he has done has bear fruit. If you make me president of Ghana today, my ministers, I'm not sure that there will be more than 10.
But if Kwame, you being a Ghanaian, you don't want to be described as a politician or a musician. If you being a Ghanaian, Kwame A+, you see it fit to run with a lesser number of people.
Yes.
Why not the president?
Because he is the president.
Yes.
He has the mandate.
You
think that His Excellency...
You're concerned about these things because of the weight it has on the public purse, is it not?
You think that His Excellency the President does not want to leave a legacy?
That's not the point.
No, I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm just asking that. Are you suggesting that the President came to power and said to himself that I'm going to fail? Are you suggesting that anybody does that? I am concerned as a Ghanaian. When you were sitting here as Kwame Plus talking on radio, I have my own ways of running this country if you make me president. You have yours. I am sure that every Ghanaian has a way he or she will run this country if they are made president. However, what Nanado is doing now is practical. He is the president. He believes that this is what will make Ghana better. So we are watching. I disagree. The fact that I disagree does not mean that it's not good.
You cannot do so.
Yes.
I understand the point you are trying to make. So we were going through ministries by ministry. You've spoken about the agric ministry, health ministry. Which other ministry?
Sanitation here. That ministry, when I hear the name, sanitation. Accra, Nanado, the president wants to make Accra the cleanest city. And so he created a sanitation ministry. Accra is dirty. Accra is the dirtiest. And ministers say, I'm not here to collect baller. Accra is dirty. Sanitation ministry, for instance, nothing to write home about. One very good ministry that we all have to pay attention to and support is the monitoring and evaluation ministry. They came and made you people. When I talk, I say you people. Your NDC in government came and built some road in my area. The road today I don't know whether the road is pregnant or is hunchback. Road that people have taken our money to build. Go and see the road. In less than, and I'm sure that the contractor and whoever chop the money. So when government change, they rush to do some work. See, at that road, I don't know whether it's check or it's pregnant. You understand? That is why we need a monitoring and evaluation minister to check all these things. Kwame Nkrumah built a road how many years ago, motorway? Today, and those days were the olden days. Today, 2018, you can't make roads that will last for even 5 years. So that ministry monitoring and evaluation has to be resourced to be able to ensure that before we get value for money. Very, very important ministry. As for sanitation, they have to close it down. Because what they are doing there is a waste of everybody's time. You understand? So some of the new ministries that we created, like monitoring evaluation, very good. Until this administration, honestly, I didn't know, apart from telecom and so, I didn't know the work of communication ministry. I'm being honest.
Okay.
I thought that, they will monitor the networks and NCA and all of, until National ID came in, which was began that I didn't pay attention to, until Ghana Post GPS, which I have my own issues with.
What issues do you have with the Ghana Post GPS? Because it's one of the brilliant ideas the Vice President says Ghanaians must clap for him about.
Yeah, God created a brilliant garden. We won't fault God.
No, Kwame, you know you can't just say it's fine and let it go. What is your concern with the Ghana Post GPS? Because you say that you're a Ghanaian, that we should be sincere with ourselves having this conversation.
Yes. I believe that Ghana Post GPS was a very good idea. However, we have to take a second look at it. It is not worth the money that we paid, in my opinion. There were better options, if you ask me. It has not been even publicized well. You go on Google Play, and you know the number of people who have downloaded it. So we should take a look at it and make it better. You see, I don't want to undermine that process. It is a very good one. If you go, you travel. If you travel abroad, every country has this.
You and I, we may not be technologically that much savvy, but we know that there was Google Map. Even now, Taxify and what's the name of the other one, Uber and the rest of them, they use Google Map.
How do you defend these apps? How do you protect people's personal information? How does information? Yes. How does Taxify give you your home address and protect your personal info and all of those? So it's not just like saying that we should go and use Google Map. You understand? We are creating a database. Ghana Post GPS is not just for finding directions.
Okay.
Let's be honest.
Yes.
It is also for creating a database to know where everybody is. That's why you have it on your national ID. You understand? And so we can't compare it to just Google. Google won't give the government that database that it is looking for.
That's the platform this is running on.
It's running. No, the fact that it is running on Google.
Yeah.
The fact that your website is running on Oracle or whatever does not mean that how do you call it? You can't create a website.
Obviously.
Of course. So it's running on Google. Does not mean we can't create our own database and have our own home address. I'm saying that this is a very good project.
A home address where in this country we know the issues with connectivity, even those of us in Accra.
Let's start from somewhere. My brother, see what is not good for me is not good. But what I'm saying is that when we have issues with the police, we'll talk about it. However, we should try as much as possible not to undermine the work of the police, because they are the same people you call when armed robbers come. So even though I have one or two issues with Ghana Post GPS, I think that it's a very good project, and we should take a second look at it and make it better.
Kwame, we don't have a lot of time on our hands, but how do you feel with the new CID boss in charge of affairs when it comes to conduct of investigations into issues?
In charge of affairs, we have two.
The CID boss.
There's one in charge of affairs?
No, I'm saying in charge of affairs I just wanted to investigations, operations, and the rest of it. How do you feel, considering the kind of banter that ensued between you and her, and the kind of information we got to hear from your recording? How do you feel, her being there?
That issue shouldn't be personalized. I'm sure that we can't use one issue to judge her. This is one issue. It happens always. Ever since she took office, after the issues that we have, I think that she has done her best. Yes, and apart from the fact that the CID came out with a very unfortunate report, which I disagree with, it's fine. She's the perfect person for the job.
She's the perfect person for the job.
It's fine.
All right.
You see, I've edited the things in my head before I said it.
Kwame, I can see that the censoring you are doing. There is censorship happening in the studio, and in your brain as well. Yes, I see the effort of trying to be diplomatic with your choice of words and everything. But in summing up the conversation, it's you have raised the issue about the number of people who are in government and your dissatisfaction with it. And I am asking this last but one question in connection with the protection of the public purse. Mm-hmm. You as an individual, you have selected about 5 ministries already. Mm-hmm. That should be done away with. Mm-hmm. Now, if you are doing away with these things simply to protect the public purse, or two, has to do with competency, is it not for the president to do the same?
You see,
and you agree with me, you are not the only person who has challenges with these ministers.
You see, that's what I keep saying. Every citizen of this country has the right to ask questions. You understand? Everybody has the right to ask questions. It's not compulsory that the president accepts or governs this country per your expectation.
But that's why we voted for him. We voted for him with expectations.
There's so many people who, if you make them president today, they'll have 200 ministers. And that is what they also expect. So you want the president to have 200? I wish we could have 30. You want the president to have 30? Somebody comes and say, so what I'm saying is that we are going to put our opinions across. They're giving you another appointment.
Yes. You just gave me some question I must ask you before.
Okay, that's fine. We are going to criticize, but the president has a legacy to leave. So let's allow him. However, I will keep telling everybody that I think that these ministries, there are too many ministries that I disagree with. And you see, let me tell you one funny thing. There are people who are very close to the president, who I'm very close with, who would say that I don't understand why, but I spoke to old man and he said that he feels very strong about it. He thinks this is what will work. So it is not just me. And you see, MPP is not like other parties. In MPP, you can be a member and still talk. The other day I was listening to one pastor preaching. He said, if you are part of an organization and you can't criticize, if you want to criticize, leave. The next day I went to his church. The next day I was criticizing him. I will come to the church and criticize him. I should leave to where. So in the MPP, we will criticize what we think is wrong. If we don't criticize what we think is wrong, and we do katasumumaso, and pretend that everything is okay, 3 months after leaving government and going into opposition, you write Kwesiboke reports. You are laughing.
The NDC. What do you make of the NDC's posture in opposition? What do you make of them? Are you satisfied with how they have conducted themselves in opposition?
They are not. They are doing well. The NDC, they are being diplomatic. These days, I don't know what happened. They used to wear fugu. The NDC, they used to like fugu, and they used to be aggressive. Now all of them are wearing tie and suits, and they'll be sitting down and they'll cross their leg. The other day they went to Parliament because somebody came with a how do you call it? A plaster on his mouth. You are in opposition, and you came to Parliament with plaster on your mouth. You know you want to talk, You know, I think that with the American, they did well. That is what we expect of them.
Diplomatic and gentle in opposition.
Yes,
you expect some fire from the NDC.
No, you see, but they too. The problem with them is that too many things happened that they didn't criticize. So now it's very difficult for them to talk. Look, me when NDC comes to power tomorrow, I will be the same. Look at my own people. What's their name? Occupy Ghana. Look at Occupy Ghana. Too many dishonest people. Too many. I won't even think twice before I say that. They were, all of them, they went to Afrikiko. They said they were going for a demonstration. They went to eat pizza and chicken burger. And, you know that Occupy is made of plenty dadabis. All the disco and all these dadabi people, Presec boys and girls, how do you call it? So when they're going for demonstration, they organize pizza and chicken burger and things at Afrikiko. All these people were criticizing government every day. Now some of them are in government. And they are fighting with Franklin Kujo. Franklin Kujo has remained the same Franklin Kujo. It's the same things that he was doing that everybody in government today was agreeing with him in opposition. Today, they disagree. Today, MPP is in power, and Kwame A+ has remained the same Kwame A+, and I'm on Radio Gold. And one day, NDC will come to power, and then Radio Gold won't call Kwame A+, because I will be criticizing the NDC. What kind of country do we want to build?
We will call you anytime, Kwame. Kwame, let's
you have to sign.
Yes. It's on record. It's on record. Let's sum up the conversation with, you spoke about John Mahama being the obvious choice for the NDC if they decide to.
Of course.
But would we have a situation where, for instance, if you analyze the happenings within the NDC when they lost power, if the NDC decides to go for 2020, apart from the obvious fact that, okay, you think that John Mahama would be the obvious candidate, would you vote for him if he should become the flag bearer?
Everybody who wants to get to a polling station to cast a vote must vote on issues. I've met so many people who say, 2020 we are coming to plus, you have to support us. I say, you 2016 you were my enemy. Now 2018 you are my friend, you want me to support you. What are you going to do? The one who promised 1 district, 1 factory, 1 village, 1 dam, free SHS, name some of the things.
Planting for food and jobs and the rest.
1 million, 1 constituency. The one who promised all of that is still trying to do it. And this, what have you told anybody? You have not told us anything.
They are passing you something. They just passed you something as well.
I bet this room it has become
pass.
Pass.
Let's pass. I need to let it be on record that you should have been passed something. That's all. Let's move on.
No, but you know that even when you go for a wheel match, you have supporters in you have supporters in your away territory. You see, tell us what you want to do. That you think that the MPP is not doing today. Okay, tell us.
All right. So
based on that, we will decide to vote for you. It's not that, and you see, one funny thing about Ghana is that NDC and MPP, those two parties, like you did 8 years score, what the word D itself makes me angry. Like D, they are coming to chop. It's our time to chop. Yeah. It must not be like that. If NDC is in power and we think that they are doing something that is very good, we must reward them with more time, because continuity will help this country. I wish that if John Mahama was doing well and then they continue, because you remember when J. Kufuor was in power, we were building these flats somewhere at Ghana. Ghana does not have a plan. 20 years, 30 years, this is where we are heading towards. So people do what they think is right. So one government is doing this, then government change. When there is change in government, then this one abandons and come and start another one, because here the contractor paid and kickback went here. These people won't continue. Because let's go and start our own. It happens in NDC and NPP. So we need a government to serve this country very well, to satisfy the people, so we can give the government more time to really change the country. Are you not ashamed that today we talk about Rwanda? We talk Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana, which was better than Singapore. Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana today, we talk about development in Rwanda. Today in Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana, the worst part of this country in terms of fertile soil is better than the best part in terms of fertile soil in Burkina. And you import tomatoes and vegetables from Burkina Faso. Are we not ashamed? So it is, we have gone past this NDC MPP thing. Look, we must. Very important to me. Everybody who is a businessman who is employing today, we want to create employment. Do something that will clearly show that tomorrow when government changes, you will still be employing people and your business won't be touched. Those who didn't do it, those who had the opportunity and didn't do it, let it go. This is change. This is a new Ghana. This is a very new Ghana. We want radical change. We want to create relationships between us, whether NDC or MP. We want to create friendship. We are look, we are we are between 3 French-speaking countries. Is that correct? When the issue is where will you run to? Do you speak French to confront French? You small French, as soon as you want to take the thing to a different level. You understand? When there are issues here, where are you going to run away to? Nowhere. So let's stop this NDC and PP thing. Look, if Ghanaians are not ready to change government, if you like, go and bring World Bank and come and put it in NDC headquarters, you will never win the election.
Kwame, let me pick this.
Let me finish this last one. I want to talk about the Electoral Commission. If Ghanaians want to change government, if you like, let His Excellency the President use Antibeki as the Electoral Commissioner. NPP will lose. The returning officer for the parliamentary election, where are they? Are they not in the constituency? You win the presidential, the constituency will come. Ghana's electoral system is perfect.
Okay, what do you make of the statement from Pastor Menso this morning? You've seen it.
After they made people's money loss, I don't know how the money managed. He said he's praying for them that they will be fine.
That's all you want to say about that comment.
I read the statement. He said he's praying for the people and their families.
How did you react to that statement?
People have put their money in bank. People have come together and whatever, I don't know what word to use for that money. And then he is praying for them.
But he says he did not have a role to play in the day-to-day running of the company.
Yo.
Just like the NDC MP. You have a stick on your mouth.
I don't have a stick on my mouth.
So,
the fact of the matter is that, my brother, yesterday somebody was sent to prison for 12 years for stealing 7 CDs and mobile phone. 7 CDs and mobile phone, somebody went to jail for 12 years. And you people are in this country. Standing with people, I stand by. Standing with people who have caused 610 million cedis financial loss to the state. The president is looking for 400 and some plus million to take care of SHS graduates for a whole year, SHS students for a whole year. The whole Ghana SHS students. And somebody and their bank have cost 610 million financial loss, and everybody is quiet. You people were chasing Woyomi for 51 million. This is 610. Banks together have caused financial loss to this state to the tune of 8-point-something billion. That's why I don't like to pay tax.
You don't like paying tax?
People go and create bank, take the money, and use it for what they want. And when the bank collapses, Bank of Ghana has money to pay. The Bank of Ghana should be paying for SHS and all of these things. Bank of Ghana should be paying. And these people, 610, they can't have anything to show for the 610. That this is the business, this is what we did, this is how we employ people. They can't have anything to show. But because of politics, and some people thought that they could pin somebody down, they went and started talking about Ibrahim Mahama. 300 million. When he can show that he has built a cement factory that can employ 3,000 people. This is it. I've taken loan to build a cement factory. Here is the factory. As for me, I don't do any MPP. Look, if a person is doing well, the person is doing well. And we have to encourage people. We need to make billionaires in Ghana. You are there, and I heard people on radio. I don't know if your station was part. Single obligo. If Ibrahim Mahama, as a Ghanaian contractor, has a contract to build an Olympic stadium, Ibrahim Mahama's company, if you don't know, is the biggest mining contractors in Africa. The whole Africa, biggest. Are you not proud? If he makes money, will he come and give the money to me? But I don't care. So, you people have taken 600 and whatever million. You can't show anything for it. Some people, they say 5 billion. Some people, and people are going to jail for cassava, yam, tomato. That is the same way this law. That's why we have to change certain things in the 1992 Constitution. That's the same way people carry apeteshi 1 gallon. Apeteshi, 1 whole gallon. They go home and they sleep. And people go to jail for 10 years for having the leaf of a plant.
Kwame, I am grateful that you joined us this morning for the show. Kwame Plus is a Ghanaian. He joined us to have a conversation. There are lots and lots of things we could have spoken about, but time is not really so much, my friend.
But please remember that my brother, Sammy.
Are you campaigning?
Yes.
You are campaigning?
Yes. For Sami Abdullupe.
Mm.
That's the Greater Accra Communication Officer. Yes, for the NDC.
You want
Do you remember? Yes, I want him to win. When Abban Babin was running, the chairman said to them, so the NPP, they went to support him. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember.
And when the chairman said, all of the NDC people, they also came as for parliament. Scratch your back, scratch your back. They will call me at a committee right now. I'm campaigning for my brother.
Okay.
For my brother and for Chibani.
Okay.
Yes, and for Aquinas. Aquinas is he's a great guy. Aquinas has to win as the Central Regional Organizer.
Kwame, thank you very much for joining us.
Chairman, Central Regional Chairman, yes.
We are grateful.
Thank you.
The very best, my brother. So that's Kwame Plus joining us. We have taken a bit of the time of the news, folks, but we are ending it here. It's been great coming your way this morning with the Gold Power Drive. We shall be back tomorrow morning, 5:50 on the dot. Stay with us. We'll be back.